Emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Nice footwork at the 25. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Williams. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the one. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Williams again. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jamal Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. That's complete right side to Kmet. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
But he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Past the 20. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now it's gone. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. On first down, it's Fields. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be brought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Goff now looking to throw. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. Touchdown! Geronimo Allison, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. give running right is Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The Bears on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Play action. It's Fields. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The throw complete here to Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And the Lions took a flyer on Williams, who played 4 years with the Chargers and 2 more with the Raiders. Missed all of 2020 with a shoulder injury. Trying to get back in form. Grabs one there for a 1st down.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Tyrell Williams. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Romeo Okwara in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. After the sack on 1st down, Fields eluding the pressure. And the pressure gets to him again. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Deshaun Hand able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, Fields flushed out right. And a loose football. And the Lions have recovered. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And his throw is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fields now to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
This is Bell on the dump off. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Santos' kick is up and through. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Coming to you.
From the 39, Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a give right side Swift. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Goff. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw.
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And they are going for it. Fields on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd down at 4. Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyrell Williams with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Off play action. Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap. Fields rolling to his left. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Fields on 1st down. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. That's Graham. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, it's Bell. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Again, it's Bell. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. To throw is Fields. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to
And now the up man has it. It's a fake, and he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We'll check on his status when we get back. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup there. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, it's Swift. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Goff. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The drive starts with a completion left side. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Fields. Man open is Robinson. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. Now a first down carry by Bell. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Breaks a tackle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now a draw play. This is Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And my goodness, another interception. Read it well, and it's picked. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The Charles